This episode is jam-packed with newest Dollar Tree indoor-outdoor hacks and DIYs. Welcome to CJ DIY. I am C. I found those new arched mirrors and they're perfect for a makeover. I'm painting the frames with a navy Dixie Belle paint and I let them dry. For the mirror part, I will use the other side where it's white, and I will paint the white part also with another layer of white paint. Now that my frames are dry, I will distress them with these gold paints from Dollar Tree with my distressing brush. I went over and gave them antique vintage look with this gold shade on the frames. After the distressing is done, I'm adding the mirror part inside, and as I mentioned previously, I give it one good coat of a white paint and adding all the parts together into those frames. And now it is time for some embellishments. I found those tea sets at the kids section and I will be using the teapots. I spray painted them with a white paint. I divided one pot in half and now I will decoupage them. For the decoupage part, I will be using a Mod Podge and one of those blue and white napkins that I picked up from Home Goods for like $5 and some change. I cut off a portion of a napkin and now simply with my sponge brush, I went over with a Mod Podge and adding the napkin, and I will smooth out the napkin with my fingers until all nooks and crannies and crevices are covered with this napkin. I will cut off the excess, and also to smooth out the top of the teapot, I will add another layer of Mod Podge and seal the napkin that I added on top of the teapot. I repeated the same step on my second half of my teapot and I let them dry, and now that I got them both covered, I will glue them on my arched frames. And now I have a brand new look for those arched mirrors with those cute mini 3D teapots that I added on my frames. I will fill out my teapots with mini branches of leaves and lemons and some blue flowers, and our home decor for those frames is ready. Those cute mini Tote bags are a great find at Dollar Tree. They're like a porcelain material. They come in 3 colors. I grab all of them and I will give them a nice makeover. I will be using the white one and the blue one, and with just a simple touch you will have a brand new look with those mini cute pieces. On white one, I will be using those blue flower ribbon transfers that I purchased from Amazon. I will add the links in my description box if you like to make the same makeover that I will be doing. I cut off a portion of those flowers and I will add this transfer on my purse. And with adding just a little detail to those mini cute porcelain purses, you will have a perfect new look. You can add it on your cabinets, on your shelves, or you can use those purses as a organization hack with adding some makeup brushes, lipsticks, and put them beside your desk. They will look amazing. You can even add some pencils in your office or pens. I mean, the sky's the limit with those pieces. I seal my transfer with a top coat and I will let it dry. And also for the inside part of my purse, I'm making a tag with this round block. I just added another transfer of a flower. I added a toothpick and I fill out my mini purse with some flowers and some leaves. And I add this tag inside of my purse. For my blue bag, I will be adding a different kind of transfers with lemons. I also purchased those at Amazon, and I think those lemons with the tea picture, as you can see, are perfect. And then on the other side, I will also add some lemons so it can be reversible. I really like those transfers. Those are kind of like a shiny glossy, and since my purse is glossy, it fit just perfect with my bag. To add the ribbon transfer is such an easy process. You just add the transfer, and to release the header sheet with the help of a scraping tool, you just releasing the transfer until it's fully added to your surface. And then to seal them, you can always add a Mod Podge or a top coat or wax, and you will have an amazing unique look for your home decor done without breaking a bank. Now that my other purse is done, I'll fill it out with some lemons and leaves and some flowers, and our makeover is done. This episode is part of a collab with my darling friend Jackie from Crafting in Mimi's World. Since both of us are celebrating a birthday tomorrow on the 23rd, we decided to collab together and create for you some summer decor. So please, when you're done watching my video, visit her channels and her video. Her first channel is Crafting in Mimi's World, and her other channel is a Dollar Tree Mimi's World. I have them linked in the description box. Also, they're pinned in my comments, and show her lots of love. And now we're back at Dollar Tree. I love Dollar Tree cylinder vases. I choose white one this time, this glossy finish one. And it is going to be a simple makeover, but it will look beautiful. I will be adding a top coat that I purchased from Amazon. It's called Country Chic, and I am just adding one layer in the front part of the vase, and on that part I will be adding an inlay sheet. So to get the transfer, I just added this top coat, a nice amount of it. I cut off the portion from the Portofino Paint Inlay IOD collection Before I add the transfer, I spritz it with the water, and now I am adding it on top of the vase where I added the top coat. I smooth it out with my brayer and my hands. Also, to smooth it even more out and get rid of all those wrinkles and bubbles, I will use a wet towel and I will dab it over and I will let it dry. And now that it's all dry, I am removing the header sheet and I have a satisfactory look. So cute and beautiful with this Portofino vibe. I really love how it came out. I really love those black candle holders from Dollar Tree. I grabbed 2 of them. I have also found those cute sphere candles. They smell delicious. So if you find them, grab them. I spray painted my candle holders with a white paint. 2 good coats. I let them dry and now I will give them a nice makeover with those beautiful blue transfers. Just on the front part, I will cover it with all those beautiful flowers, leaves, roses, words. I really love how they came out. I love this Royal English look. It's very popular this year, especially this white and blue or blue and yellow. Check out at the high-end stores. You will see similar decorations like this that they're super expensive. However, you can make this very low on a budget like I am doing it today with Dollar Tree items, and this fashion will never fade out and you will have an amazing timeless home decor. Now that I covered the part that I wanted with all those transfers, I will seal it with a top coat. I will repeat the same step on my second candle holder, and here we go, how beautiful they look. And another amazing find are those arched frames from Dollar Tree. What I will do for this one, I just cut off a white cardboard that I will add on the inside part of my frame, and also on that white cardboard I will add more transfers with those blue flowers to make it cohesive with my candle holders and my mini purse. And I have a new look for this arch frame. Super easy to do. You just release the transfer with the scraping tool. I also seal it with a Mod Podge. I add it inside of my frame and voila, not even 2 minutes, I have a perfect new look. Those wood rounds are perfect fine also at Dollar Tree. For this one, I give it a 2 good coats of a white chalk paint, and I will decoupage it with my blue and white napkin to trace it over. Since this sign have like a beads on the edges, I just went over with my nails and I just trace it over, and I will cut off that portion and I will decoupage it with a Mod Podge. Super simple and easy makeover and a perfect riser for a home decor. Now that I added the napkin, I will smooth it out with my decoupage brayer. I will also seal it with a Mod Podge. I will let it dry. Also, for the side of this riser, I will add some paint. I added a navy and some blue paint just to make it cohesive with my napkin. I will let it dry. Also, I painted some wooden doorknobs and I will use those as legs for my riser. I will glue them with a tight bond glue for a sturdy hold, and for immediate hold I will add some hot glue, and you have an amazing riser that it cost us only $1.25. Another new find are those new frames 4x6 from Dollar Tree. I grabbed 2 of them. Look how beautiful they look. You don't need to do anything. You can paint them if you like, but for those I decided to leave them as they are. They're perfect for my decor. Also, I picked up 2 new frames from my local store for like a $4.99. Those are 5x7. I clean up their glass with the alcohol, and now I will add some prints that I downloaded and purchased from Etsy. Etsy have an amazing, beautiful variety of instant downloads that you can purchase and support small businesses, and I will always love to do that. So I purchased those prints, images. I print them out. So for my 5-7 frames, I downloaded those stripe with those picture and flowers designs, and for my 4x6 Dollar Tree frames I downloaded those blue and white prints. I couldn't decide which one is the cuter. They're all perfect for my decor, especially today. I am just showing you how beautiful they are. They're only for like a couple of dollars, and you can print them out in any kind of sizes that your frames are, and I will add those, and I have a beautiful new look for those frames that they're done for less than 2 minutes. And here I'm showing you more downloads that I purchased from Etsy, and I print them out. Those are from my upcoming episodes. Some patriotic, some French country, some fashion images, and voila, amazing new looks without breaking a bank. Now let's create something for our outdoor decor patio or porch. I got those 2 wreaths in my stash, so I will give them a nice makeover with adding some mini lemons and some blue flowers and yellow picks that I got from Dollar Tree, and I will fill those out, not too much because I already like my wreaths how they look. I just want to give them a little bit of color of yellow and a blue. And when I complete them all, now I will create bows. I got this ribbon from Amazon. It have French d'Olive with lemons and some blue flowers in it. Without measuring, I cut off 4 equal pieces, and now I'm creating loops. I am adding a glue on the end of the ribbon and creating 4 loops. So this is just a friendly tutorial for you how to make a simple bow. You don't need to be a bow expert. You can create amazing bows just like this, just making some loops, tying them in the middle in the shape of a bow, and you have a 4 loop bow just like so. Now for the tail, I'm cutting another long portion and I will tie it on the back with a twine, and to cover the twine I will cut another little piece of this ribbon and I will cover the middle part of it with, and I will add a glue. And also I'm cutting off the edges as a ducktail, and voila, you have an amazing beautiful bow. And I added those bows in the middle part of my wreaths, and voila, look how beautiful and high-end they look. I always like to make pillows out of Dollar Tree placemates, and those are just perfect, cohesive with my decor, lemons and blue. I grabbed a couple of them and I will be making 2 of them. So what I did is on one side of the placement, I just grabbed this tool. This is from nail section at Dollar Tree. This is a tool for nails. So it was so easy to work with this tool. I just remove the stitching on this part. I open that part on both of my placemats. I fill them up with a filler. I want my pillows to be nice and stuffed. And now I will glue this part back with adding a glue. You gotta be extra careful, and with my spatula I went over and made sure this whole part is nice and glued. And voila, for $1.25 you have an amazing pillow that you can add on your porch. I will repeat the same step on my lemon placemat, and also I had just a little bit of a hot glue on top of the fabric. To get rid of the glue on the fabrics, you can use a lighter, but you have to be super careful to remove the excess. Just go quickly so you don't burn yourself, you don't make a fire with those fabrics, and you have an amazing look for those pillows. Another amazing finds at Dollar Tree are those summer trays, perfect for outdoor where you can drink your lemonades or coffees. So what I did, I just grabbed one of those $1.25 trays. I spray painted them with a white paint. I cover it with a navy paint and a mixture of more blue paints until I got the look that I like. I added 2 more shades of a blue. Those are from Folk Art. And finally, when I got the color that I like with mixing all those 3 colors, I let it dry, and this is the color that I have. And now in the middle part, I'm adding more transfers, those lemon transfers. And voila, I have a summer tray for my outdoor backyard or porch, wherever I decide to sit down and serve. After my transfer is released from the header sheet, I will seal it with a clear wax. And for extra embellishment and more high end, I decided to add some twine on the handles of this tray. And this tray doesn't look plasticky anymore. It looks so high end, and nobody will know that we made it with $1.25 plastic tray. I always like to work with those wooden blocks from Dollar Tree. I grabbed 3 of them. I am smoothing them out with my sanding machine on the edges, and I will create a book stack. I am painting them with a navy, white, and a yellow paint, and I will let them dry. Now that they're dry, on the navy part, on the side of the book, I will be adding line of lemons with this paint inlay from the Portofino IOD inlay book. I added 1 layer of a navy paint, and I spritz my inlay with the water, and now I'm adding it on the side and dabbing it with a wet towel. I will let it dry, and now that it is dry, I'm spritzing it with the water again to remove the inlay, and I have an amazing lemons on the side of my book. I will add the books together with adding a glue. I added the yellow on top of the navy. On the yellow part, later on, I will add some transfer. And on my white part, I will add some blue and white napkin with decoupage in it with a Mod Podge, so we can have variety, different kind of mix with this book stack. I will just cover the top and the sides with the napkins. The inside part doesn't need to be covered with a napkin because that part is not will be visible. I will glue it on the bottom part of one of my book stack, and I will seal it also with a Mod Podge on top of it. And I also cut off the excess from this napkin. Super easy to do. I love the decoupage method. You can use tissue, you can use napkins, you can even use some fabrics, and you will have a unique look for your book stack, for your art pieces, anything you create, and it will look amazing. For embellishment, I'm adding this yellow ribbon from Dollar Tree. I just added a line all over the book stack. Also, I created another look on the yellow side, so this book stack can be reversible. I added one of those lemon arch window transfers on the yellow part, so you can flip the book stack. You can add it on the yellow part or on the blue side part. So after I added the yellow arched frame On the bottom part of the yellow book, I also added 4 loop bow with tails and 2 loop bow with tails on the blue side. So now I'm showing you how on the blue you can decorate with adding those mini purses on top. And also for extra embellishments on the yellow part, I decided to add some pressed leaves and flowers just to make it more whimsical. And speaking of blue, white, and lemons, I want to show you what my girls got for me. This ginger jar, those beautiful trays, some of them are made in Italy, and they even got me a lemon apron and an amazing picture with navy stripes with lemons. I really love this beautiful combination. Let me know, do you like this design this year? This year, as I mentioned, is super trendy, and look, it matched with my decorations today. Also, this cute mini trinket box, it's from Dollar Tree. Can you believe it? Look how beautiful and cohesive it is. You can turn it into a candle. You can just add a candle inside of it, or just as is, you can add some lemons and create a beautiful vignette with amazing looks. And another Dollar Tree DIY, I love these wood rounds. They even brought these square ones this time. Those are new. And I can show you how to make a DIY for less than 2 minutes. You can grab one of those peel and stick, those leaf ones with green. Also, these green with gold and lemons are super popular these days. So what I did is I just add a halfway one of those peel and stick. I didn't even measure, just from my eye. I added on a halfway of this wood round. I will smooth it out, make sure there is no wrinkles on it. I will cut off the axis with the scissors. After I cut off the axis, I will sand off the edges with a nail file to make sure it's nice and smooth. And now I will add some embellishment. I also found this cute flower with leaves sign from Dollar Tree. On one side of my sign, I will add those flowers, and on the other side, I will add some lemons. It looks so beautiful and cohesive with the mixture of those flowers and leaves and the lemons all together. So on one side, I'm just adding those transfers, releasing the header sheet, and with the scraper, I am adding those transfers. I added a couple of more lemons to fill out the space, added some flowers with green transfers as well. I am gluing this sign on one side, and to fill out the space on top of the sign and the wood sign, I'm filling out more with lemons and some flowers. And also for extra embellishment, I just made a simple 4-loop small bow on the side, and I have a ready door hanger or wall decor done in no time without breaking a bank. And my darlings, unfortunately, we came to the end of this episode. Let me know which of those amazing new creations is your favorite. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to check out my Jackie's channel and watch her video. Show her lots of love and wish her a happy birthday. Happy birthday, my Jackie. Thank you for this amazing collab. And my darlings, if you like more content like this, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I will leave you with: live each day like it's your last. Spread love, do good, and believe in God. Stay blessed. Until next time, my darlings, from me to you. Bye-bye.